So how do you barter anyways in
Hello again.
Atomfall? Bartering is pretty straightforward. There are certain NPCs you can barter with, and essentially what you do is you offer items for other items. So if I want to get a particular thing, first let me clear up some space. All right, so let's say I want to get this painkiller recipe. Right now, this is worth more than that. So we have to get this bar over the halfway mark in order for him to agree to trade. So one thing you can do is throw a bunch of junk in there, maybe throw some decent items in there, throw things in there you especially know you don't need. So I do want these Molotov cocktails, but I don't really want some of these melee weapons. So I'm kind of willing to get rid of some of those. For some of the other things, maybe I want to get rid of the potatoes. Essentially what you need to do is get over the halfway points, and then you can complete the trade. However, you should really see what you can take away and what you can add to tip the scales slightly in your favor, so that if you want to actually conserve your resources, you give him exactly... So this is like where you want to be. You want to be perfectly balanced. If you go a little bit over, that can be fine, but if you can take away something and throw in a resource you don't care about, in this case, I do care about arrows, but this is an example of getting like a perfect balance. Another thing you can do too is, let's say you have recipes, extra recipes that you've already learned. So if you want to buy a recipe for a recipe, like one that you've already learned, you can get most of the way there and then throw in some junk guns, maybe some items you don't care about, like these melees, and now we have this as well. Then we can kind of like tip the scales a little bit, play around with like different things. So then we're able to achieve another perfect balance to grab this painkiller recipe if this is what we actually wanted. But this is the basics of bartering. There is no currency in this game. Essentially what you want to do is bring a bunch of junk with you that you know you want to get rid of. So you can go to your storage thing, your pneumatic tube or whatever storage thing, and then take out items that you know you want to trade, and then you can just throw those up in exchange for items that you actually want. Now, if you want to actually trade for a bunch of like supplies and resources, like in the case of this, we can do that as well. And we're able to achieve a pretty good balance. So this is a pretty good deal for me. Like, getting healing items is quite rare in the game. Healing items and schematics are the main things you want. Ammo when you can get it, decent weapons you can get them. But that's pretty much it for this one. Just a quick basics on bartering. This is to help you not get ripped off. If you go way above and the balance is tipped in their favor, you're gonna just waste resources. So try to keep it as close to the middle as possible. That's it for this one. Definitely like and subscribe, and I'll see you next one. Peace.